Three, two, one, initiate.
Hello there everybody and welcome back to Enter the Wolf Time! So today on Enter the Wolf Time what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at the progress I've made with my Demon Prince of Nurgly Nurgleness. First of all, the Commissariat fun fact! The Nightbringer is every race's personification of death. However, Commissar Yarrick is the Nightbringers. So yeah guys, bit of an announcement as well. Let me sort this out. This is a bit dodgy now. Bit of an announcement. As if you guys have been watching my vlog channel, speaking of which, I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below. I'm actually going to be in Paris next week, so I might not be able to get out an Enter the Wolf Time video. However, fuck's sake, what's wrong with this mask today? Jesus Christ, mask technical difficulties. So I might be able to get a video out next week on Enter the Wolf Time. However, I will endeavour to bring you something. It might not necessarily be me, but it will be something on Enter the Wolf Time. And it will be on topic, and it will be Warhammer related. By the way guys, if you want to catch up with me and stay in tune with what I'm doing whilst I'm over in Paris, I'm only going for like 4 or 5 days, something like that, you can actually check out my vlog. Again, I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below. Go there and subscribe, because there's some quite funny stuff. Really, it is just me just getting really drunk and doing stupid things. Without further ado, let's take a look at the Demon Prince of Nurgly Goodness. Okay guys, so without further ado, let's have a look. Let me just clean some of the crap away. I've been busy, been a busy bee, been a busy beaver. I need a piece of paper, a couple of the PlayStation names written down. By the way guys, if any of you guys have PlayStation 3, any of you guys are fans of MAG, that is Massive Action Game, feel free to add me and have a game sometime. Just search for Great Jojo Man and I'm there. Be warned, I've got a really bad habit of not replying to people's emails on that because I can't stand the way you have to do it on the flaming analog sticks on the PlayStation 3 controller. You gotta fucking faff about like that. But anyway, that's enough of that. That's not what you guys want to see. You guys want to see his royal rottenness, his nurgly goodness, his defecating deluxe awesomeness that is the Demon Prince of Nurgle that I've been doing. And what I might have to do, I might have to re-angle this light occasionally because there we go. Because actually I'm doing the video in the evening again, which isn't too good for light. In fact, I might just angle the camera a bit differently, just so the light is behind the camera, and you can get a good look at his royal juiciness. It's done a hell of a lot of work on him. I've got a few little bits of touching up to do with the green stuff, and here he is so far. As you can see, royal rottenness would describe him quite well. I'm going to start going from the feet upwards. Okay, starting with the feet, he had all this goo coming off his feet, and I was like, well, where is that goo really coming from? So I added these little things here, like little pustule kind of things, or goo leaking out, especially on this side here. He's got all the goo leaking out. I'm going to blend it further into the goo that's on his feet. He's got a bit of a puddle there that's going to be dripping down from this one here. I'm going to put a few more of these little pustules down there as well. Okay, gradually moving up, as you can see, on the stomach, done a hell of a lot more work. Rather than having a tongue on the end of the tentacle thing that was coming out of his stomach, I decided, why the hell not put a face? So I used one of the actual Demon Prince heads, clipped the horns off, and stuck it there so it looks like it's like grafted, looks like it's growing out at the end of the tentacle. Obviously you have green stuff, some guts and stuff there, and it looks awesome, I think. I think there's an old greater demon model that actually has a face on the end of a tongue, from what I remember, so I kind of tried to pay a bit of a tribute to it when I did that. Okay, moving up round here, you guys might be able to see it, but I've actually cut some grooves and I've really roughed up these pipes here coming out, because just to give me something a little bit more interesting on the texture-wise. In terms of your fine detail and stuff, I'm not actually that great at sculpting fine detail, so what I tend to do to make up for it, I tend to do textures, because I love painting textures. I love letting the paint and like seeing what the textures look like once I've applied ink washes and done watered down paints and stuff to them. Moving on to the other hand, to the other arm. Rather than go for the mark of Nurgle as like the weapon, I've just gone for like a ball and chain, like a wrecking ball kind of thing. Made the metal. This is going to be painted really rusty, so it's all dinged up, and you know, maybe something's hit it there. He's got like some scratches and scuff marks and things. I've left his hand relatively normal. I will do something about this bit here on his wrist, just to like blend it in. Maybe like green stuff, some goo, or some more of these pustule things leaking out stuff on there. As you can see, I've got another tentacle coming from here, and there's some lovely little maggots and little worms coming out of it. Because I thought, hey, you know, what plague god or plague deity isn't, you know, doesn't have maggots? So thought, hell yeah, let's do maggots and little maggot holes coming out. More little pustules there, little mark of Nurgle. I don't know whether or not to keep this. I might see what it's like when I put a few more on, and if it doesn't look quite right, I think I might just get rid of it. Now, his face. Now, this was the thing that I was really undecided about. I did decide to opt for the giant head, as you guys can see, but drastically modified it. Got a nice green stuffed tongue coming there, licking his horn that's growing out of one eye. It actually got 3 horns, and his eye here is all swollen and looks like a big pustule as well. That's going to be painted a horrible red bleeding colour, which is going to look really nice. I've left this bit here, and I've left his chin, just for the fact that I wanted it to look like it was really the top of his head was really painfully being taken over by the big ball sack on his back. So it's all smoothed down over here, and it all looks like it's integrated, and it looks like the actual bit is coming and engulfing his face. He's got 3 horns coming out here. That is actually the horn. That one there is the horn off this head, or one of the horns. This horn, I don't know where it's off. And this horn, I think this is off the Doom Bull model that I used to make my giant wolf in. Look, go back a couple of episodes if you don't know what I'm talking about. By a couple, I mean about 20 or 30, because it was one of my early videos. And so yeah, that's what I've done so far on him. Very, very nearly done. Literally just a few more touch-ups, and then on with the paint job. Speaking of which, guys, I would much appreciate it if any of you guys could give me some tips on painting Nurgle. I don't really have many green colours. In fact, the only 2... Well, I have Dark Angels green. I've not got Dark Angels green. I've got dark green ink. The old Citadel ink sets, not the ink washes. I've got Scorpion green, which isn't very Nurgly. It's too bright. And I've got this Catachan green as well. This is new. I've randomly found this in my paint box, just for the fact that I don't know where it came from. I think I might have picked it up at a store by accident. But yeah, one thing as well I'd just like to point out, how much are we getting ripped off now for the, like, this is the old paint pot, this is the new paint pot. So much less in this one than this one. Plus, the freaking harder to open as well. Why can't we have these? We're getting ripped, right? We get ripped off for the price of kits. Now we're getting ripped off for the price of fucking paint as well. I mean, why make it smaller? Games Workshops, you are fucking cheapskates. That's all I'd like to say to you guys. So yeah, this is the Demon Prince. I'm really, really proud and impressed at the job that I gave him. With this model, I've pushed my green stuff skills to a completely new level, just with all kinds of blending, and with the help of the little rubber tip brushy things that Van Hammer recommended. That was a godsend. Thank you, Van Hammer, for that. So yeah, that's him. Please let me know what you think of it, guys, and please give me some painting tips on how to paint Nurgle. Or make a video response. A video response would be very, very good for me, actually, because I'm more of a visual learner. So yeah, send me a video response on how to paint Nurgle. You don't have to pay up anything in particular, just like show me how to do different techniques and stuff on random little bits, like an arm or a head or something. I would really appreciate that, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I say, hopefully I'll try and get a video up next week. If I can't, please don't go mad and please don't shout at me. I don't mean to go away, it's not my fault. But yeah, so hopefully I will endeavour to get something up for you guys. Yeah. I've not quite thought about what I'm going to do yet, but it will be a literally on-the-spot kind of job. I won't really have my camera. I'll have my flip cam, but I won't have this camera that I use to film with, because I'm not lugging all that camera equipment all the way to Paris, and I'm not sitting in my hotel room doing a flaming YouTube video and taking models and whatnot. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you guys really soon. Alright, goodbye!